Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to this flipped lesson on how to create infographics using Canva. This is so that you can watch this video and learn the basics about how to design with Canva so that tomorrow when we are working together, you can ask questions and get some productive work done. So first, in the Omni box, you're going to want to type in canva.com. This is going to take us to the Canva homepage. In the top right corner is everything that we're going to need, the buttons to either log in or sign up. So if you've ever used Canva before, you can just log in. Over here, if you wanted to create a new account, you can just sign up. I find it easier to always use my Google account, so I don't need to create more usernames and passwords. As we all know, that can get very, very confusing. So I'm going to click on log in, and then over here, it's going to give me the ability to log in with my Google account. When I click on that, a pop-up screen is going to appear. And in this pop-up, it's going to ask me which account I would like to use. So I'm going to choose this school account. And now I am logged into Canva. So you'll see that there's a bunch of different types of designs that we can make. But since we're trying to create an infographic, it's easy to just type in infographic into this search bar. So when we click on that, a new page is going to appear, and on the left-hand side, it's going to show us a lot of different templates that are available. What Canva has done is they've separated these out into a bunch of different types of infographics, such as business, education, process, charity. I wouldn't really get wrapped up in all of those titles. What I would do is try and look through all of them to find a format that you really like and that will really convey the meaning of the information that you are trying to present. The next thing I would really consider is making sure that I look in the corner of each of the different infographics. You'll notice that these three right here all say free. This is important because if we choose one that does not have the free in the corner, what's going to happen is when we go to finish and save it, it's going to ask us to pay some money for the different elements that aren't free. So I always try and make sure that teachers, students, whoever's using it, make sure that you are clicking on a free option so that we will not have those limitations. Once you've selected one, the next thing that I would like to do is it's kind of hard to see an infographic because most of the time they are longer in dimension because they have a lot more information to explain. So in the bottom right here where it says 26%, that's where we're going to be able to change the zoom. And so for right now, I'm going to change it to fill the screen. Now I can easily see and manipulate the different areas and objects on this infographic. So now you can go ahead and get started and start typing in your information. So I could click here and change the title to whatever I want. And if I want to change the size, because you'll see here it got cut off, I can just adjust it the same way I would any regular picture. I also can change the color by using the menu up here. So to change the color, I'm going to click on the A. And what's nice about Canva is it actually pulls the colors that are in the rest of the infographic. So I don't need to sit here and say, oh, I really like that coral color, but I'm not exactly sure which one would match. I know that this is from the theme, so I can just click on that and it will change my color of my text. You'll notice that now I have my pictures in the way, so I can just drag that down. And I can, rotate this and try and make it look whichever way that I want. Drag it, make it all nice. Okay. On the left-hand side, besides templates, we are going to find a bunch of other things. Here's where I can add new elements. So let's just say, for example, this looks like originally it was about medical information. So what I can do is I can get rid of these pictures, and I can do that pretty easily by clicking on them and then going up here and clicking on the delete trash can. Over here, what I can do is I can search for, let's just say that my infographic is on butterflies. And so I can click on that, and then I'll see that a bunch of different butterflies will appear. The same principle will still be in effect. It says here that this one's $1 and this one is free. So I do want to make sure that you know that if you select one that is not free, it will ask you to pay for it at the very end when you go to share or save it. So now I can put my elements in. We also have the option of shapes and gradients and charts, which are definitely things that are going to be important in something like an infographic. But you'll notice that I'm just dragging and dropping these different elements in. I'm not having to start from scratch. And here you see I just pulled that in. I can resize things, I can manipulate them, and I can move them all around. So now you might be asking, after I've played with all of these things, I want to add some different text. You could pull from here, or you want to add your own photos. So that can be done by clicking on the Uploads button and then clicking on Upload an Image. It will take you to your computer, so you cannot just pull something from the web. It has to be something that you have on your computer. So for example, I have this donuts picture, and I can open that up, and you'll see that the donuts appear over there. And then once they're done uploading, I can very easily click on them, and they will appear in the middle of my infographic. After you've spent some time, which is really what we're going to be doing for the majority of the day where we work together, you probably will want to use and share your infographic. So the way that we would do that is over here, before we shared it, I would just retitle it with a name that I'm going to be able to find later. So my infographic works for this example, but you could type in anything that you wanted up here. And then you can click on the share or the download button. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the download button because I want to use this infographic. Here it's going to show us the different file types. So PNG would be if you were trying to add it to like a website. You could also do a JPEG. These are both picture files. Or if you were making the infographic and you wanted to print it out, you could do it as a PDF standard, which is going to just print regular. If you really were going to distribute it to other people and wanted it to be of the highest quality, then PDF print would be the best choice for you. But I'm just going to click PNG because I want to use it as a picture. And then I can hit download. You'll see that it's preparing my design. And now it is downloaded and it's over here in the corner of my screen. So when I click on my infographic, it's a little messy, obviously, because it's just an example. You'll see all of your infographic right there, and you can always use it somewhere else. So I look forward to working with you tomorrow, and I hope that you enjoyed this short informational video.